The Good Guy Experience.
Welcome back to the Good Guy Experience, where the experience is always good. Guy, I am your host, Jupiter Jones, and to my right is Mr. Ty, Mr. Chocolate in the building. How you doing, Ty?
I'm good.
Good to go. And to the bottom, we have Miss Royal Rain is in the building, everybody. Royal Rain in the building. How you doing, Royal Rain? Uh-oh.
You're muted, Roy.
My words don't want to come out, but I'm good. I'm lovely. Let's go.
I thought you was in trouble for a second. I was going to say blink twice if you need help. All right. And last but certainly not least, my homegirl, Black Pearl is in the building, everybody. Black Pearl in the building. How you doing, Pearl?
I'm doing fantastic.
So I usually ask everybody how they're doing through the week and everything like that. But before we get there, I want to say hello to everybody in the comments, everybody that's logging on to us. Thank you for you're here with us. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that. I do want to remind you, if you are logging in from any one of our personal pages, if you're logging in from my page, if you're logging in from Ty's page, if you are logging in from anywhere other than the YouTube page or the social group page, we need you to log out and we need you to log in on those two pages. Log in on YouTube and log in on the social group page so we can see your comments. We love it when you're a part of the conversation. We got a great conversation for you tonight. We want you to sit back, grab whatever drink you got. You got cognac, you got Alizé. You might have a glass of
nice water.
Water, man.
Hey, look, it's after 9. Ain't nobody got no water. Oh, never mind. Ro got some water. But hold on, I'm the only one without water. Look, see.
I ain't got water. I ain't got nothing.
I'm telling you, man. I'm already started off on the wrong foot.
You drinking for the rest of us? It's okay.
So, or get a nice glass of water and go in and relax, sit back, and please tune in and join in on the conversation, guys. All right. So we would like to hear how you guys are doing, where you're from. Make sure you hit that comment section. So, guys, how was your week? It's a special week. The kids go back.
It was fantastic. I went to an open mic last night.
Ooh.
And it was so good. I was in my element. For those of you who know me, I love writing. I sing. It was fantastic to see such raw talent and hear such wonderful voices. So it's fantastic. Royal, I'm going to have to drag you next time.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So look, Jupiter Jones can't get. I like poetry. I like spoken word.
But it's down.
I like pig feet.
While I have the mic, I also want to say it was a good week because I found out that I was getting so much love, positive vibes sent to me from someone very special in our audience. So I want to give a shout out to Venus Rule. I love you. Thank you for your positivity and it really made my day. So I'm so happy to hear all the positive things you have to say, Venus, and keep with us.
Is Venus Rule a woman or man?
She is a woman.
That's a woman.
Oh, no, I couldn't see the picture.
Don't worry about it, Venus. I got him.
No, I didn't know. It's not like Venus. No,
that was for you, Venus. That was for you. We know who you are.
You know, because of us, Venus watches P Valley now. Did you know that?
Yeah,
okay.
I was asking because
we'll be expecting that check in the mail, P Valley. We getting viewers for y'all. But listen, kids go back to school. How's everybody feel? Does anybody have any kids that they're sending back to school and everything like that? Are you finally getting your house back to yourself?
On what was it? Not the Monday that just passed. The Monday before that.
Man.
Well, I'm down in Charlotte, so it's another week. But working in the school system, though, I had to go to work today, and it made me sad.
We could see that.
Yeah,
it was very sad. I felt like you ever seen 12 Years a Slave? The dude was free. He was like in Boston doing this thing, fiddling, and the dudes put some in his drink. He woke up and was like, "Oh my God, that's what I felt like. Oh my God, I don't belong here. I'm supposed to be free."
He was in the sunken place, man. Come on now, don't do that. Don't do that.
Like, nah, bro.
Well, look,
walk your ass down the hall and sit down somewhere. Welcome back.
In the spirit of the kids going back to school, there was a little video going around. I wanted to share my screen. I wanted to show that really quick. I thought it was hilarious. I wanted everybody's thoughts on that really quick. Let me share it. Here we go. All right. So, what do you guys think about this?
Now, this bus driver said she gonna pass my little boy up this morning. Let's see. Walk out there.
He ain't want to go to school.
Wait, why did he move?
Look, I'm gonna do it one more time. We're gonna take it back. Now watch, he's telling her to come on, bus. Come on, bus. I got something for you. Watch this. Watch me hit this spin. Watch me, you. Bro, so and look, watch the kid turn around. Well, I guess that's it.
Well, I go back in the house. That boy didn't want to go to school. He was
Why
like,
didn't he walk to the bus? I don't understand.
Bro,
yeah, that bus driver is evil. Bless her heart.
Come on.
Look, he said,
we don't know the whole story, though.
That baby wanted her to come up just a little bit so he could just walk straight. He won't try to walk over there by the car. Bless his little heart. Bless his heart.
You should have blessed his little legs and walked over to that bus.
One time.
Hey, look, it reminded me of a standoff at high noon. He like, come on, the bus driver, like, you come on.
They're playing chicken. They're playing chicken. That's what you say.
That boy did not want to go to school, bro.
It's so funny because that bus driver said, I got something for you. And she
said, oh, you want me to come? I'm going to come all the way around. Catch me if you can.
Did you see the way he turned around and looked at the parents like, well, I guess that shit is over?
No, I think he looked back like, is that what's supposed to happen?
Man, I'm going to tell you my theory, though. This is my theory. This is my theory. No, that little boy. Well, yeah, that little boy should have walked over there. You're right. My bad.
He didn't want to go to school.
And the parents are trifling.
Well, actually,
look,
if I was the parent, I'd be like, you better go before they leave you. Go ahead.
Man, that stop was for all kids, and he didn't want to get on the bus. See, this is my thing. I'm thinking, from what I'm seeing from the video, they done had issues with that child before because the parents are out there waiting. They're already out there. So why would you? Unless it's the first day of school, you're already out there waiting. The man is like, watch this. So my theory is that child has been causing disturbances and problems on that bus. And that bus driver is sick and tired. Like, look, you're going to bring your kid on this bus today. And he like, come on.
I'm thinking it was, you know how there's a designated bus stop? And they're like, I get that's the bus stop, but we want you to come right here in front of, door-to-door service. I think that's.
Yeah, kids are coddled now anyway, because I know, like where I live at, I watch the bus, and the bus will like pull up, pick a kid up, and go like 5 feet, stop again. And like when I was a kid, we had like one spot. Everybody in the country walked to the bus stop. And if you ain't go to that bus stop, you was gonna miss the bus. That's how it was in the country.
We had to go take the public bus. Walk your tail to the real bus stop.
Yeah,
and make sure your bus pass ready. That's all.
We had to walk to the bus stop. There was a good little ways too, and you had to get there.
Everybody at home, once again, thank you for joining us. We got a great show for you. Please hit where you're from, what you're doing in the comments. Please make sure you're active in that comment section. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Before we move on to the next one, I be lying to my kids. Kids get lunch and they be looking at it all funny. I'm like, what y'all looking at that lunch funny? We ain't had lunch back when I was in school. I just be telling them. I said they used to just drive the cart by and throw food at us. If you ain't get it, you just missed it. They be like, for real, coach. I'm like, for real. I tell them we ain't had desks when we was in school. We had to stand up for 8 hours. Coach, really?
You probably the one that says I didn't have running water, so I had to walk up and carry
There you go. We didn't have milk when we was in school. They had the water hose. They used to stretch from class to class.
They just had a cow in the hallway, and you had to reach down there and squeeze the milk out. And there was 4 cows in the whole school, and you had to learn how to milk that thing.
I sure did. I said they used to just throw potted meat at us. They potted meat, coach. Hey, I'm
lying to the children.
All right, guys, before we get started with our main topic, we got one more video that seems to be viral on the internet. We wanted to share with you guys. This brother seems to be having an issue with his wife, and the issue that, he pays a certain amount in child support. The wife's like, hey, look, you pay too much in child support anyway. You don't need to be spending no more on the child. How do we feel about this?
Shit I got to go through. I got to choose between my child and my marriage. And shit getting old. It gets very old and frustrating.
Why he said that?
All right, so I think we pretty much get the gist of what's going on, guys. So he's paying $500 a month in child support, and his wife isn't too happy about that. She's like, look, you can get the money out of the child support. He needs shoes. You can get that money and everything like that. How do we feel? The wife is saying, don't spend any more money. He needs shoes. Get it out of the child support. How we feel? And before we speak on that, we got a guest coming on, Miss Shantae Monique. Welcome back, baby girl. How you doing today?
Hey y'all, hey.
Hey, Tay.
Do you mind if I give you a quick plug real quick? I hope you don't mind. Shantae hosts the most awesome bingo game in the world. Before we get off, I really do want you to go on. I really want you to tell the people about that and tell them to join in. I did it today. It's awesome. It's fun. She's a great host, guys. I'm telling you, you will love it. So continue. Continue. So $500. He pays $500 a month. The wife is saying, hey, that's enough. Get the money out of the child support. You don't need to be paying no more, no shoes, no toys. How we feel?
I think they're probably already struggling, because why would she be, pinching? I mean, that's me. Of course, I don't know their business, but
did she not know he had a child?
Boy, let me go ahead and turn off my computer right now.
Oh no, I mean.
And I have a whole different perspective.
I wouldn't be with a woman who talks to me like that anyway.
This woman, his wife, and if y'all haven't seen it, please go to the Good Guy Experience and check the video out. And while you're there, make sure you like and follow. But the thing is, when y'all watch this whole video, this woman, because right before Mr. Johnson cut the video off, the husband made a comment, and she said, explicitive here, she said, fuck you and that kid.
Oh no, she didn't. That just made it better to say that.
Yeah.
I was so.
But you married, right?
Her thing is, don't take money out of this house, and that's pretty much what the premise was.
That money was already assigned
out of this house. No, beyond the 500 that's going out, don't take no money out of this house to do for your son. She is foul, baby boy. You better run, because you in trouble.
Yeah, she just sounds like the kind of woman who's just mean as hell. Like I wouldn't.
You're not happy.
Yeah.
So I've been. Well, you guys know I was married, but my ex-husband had other children also, and it was just. And trust me, there were times where I'm like, we can't. But then, as a parent myself, I'm like, this shit's not easy. I'm sure it wasn't easy for her either. I tried to, and I can't say I never, because things happen. I tried to never sacrifice my own children, but my kids loved their siblings. They had a wonderful relationship they still do, right?
That's how it's supposed to be.
And my thing was, whenever I got kind of like, oh my God, there's not enough money. And, in my head, I was just like, she might feel the same way, right? By herself. So I accepted it before we were married. And a matter of fact, I even forgave and was like, we're going to try to make it better. So it came with all of that. So, but no, her mouth is telling me, she
moral of the story.
Like that all the time. She makes sure he stay on small dick energy all the time.
Moral of the story: don't marry a mean-spirited woman, because she's gonna give you hell. Like
she probably got a big booty though. No, I'm joking.
Damn, that booty.
She probably do.
That booty stank.
I'm just exactly. She probably doing something. Then her mouth was like, and serpent stuff was coming out.
Only on the Good Guy Experience. Good God Almighty, only on the Good Guy Experience. But listen, I want to touch
like that.
I want to touch on this statement right here. Unfortunately, some women use that money to pay household bills, and what stood out to me is that it's unfortunately. And as a gentleman who pays child support, I used to have that thought, like, hey man, you shouldn't be paying anything but my child. But if your child is staying with the woman, you have to realize that child is staying in their house. So the bill is essentially going to the child. So I don't think it's unfortunately, so if you have that money, if you pay $500 in child support, look, I have children, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm paying such and such and such a month and I have it, hey dad, I need some shoes. I got to get the shoes because that's what my baby needs. You know, and when you're together in a marriage, they become your children as well. You know, this woman seems like it should. This woman seems like she's up there and she's just like, oh, it's me and you, and it ain't nobody else. This is not my child. I ain't got to worry about it. That's not how it works. That's just not how it works.
Well,
their children become yours. Go ahead, Black Pearl.
If they were together, right, in the home, wouldn't you be spending more than $500 to make it work?
Right.
This is why, and this is gonna sound so shady of me, and I hate it, but I'm being real. That's why it's cheaper to keep her. I'm just being real. That's me being a little Eric right now. I'm just saying.
That's what the old man told me. You know,
it's cheaper. It's cheaper.
That's what they say. I don't know.
Not promoting to stay in an abusive relationship. That's what I'm saying.
I keep mine for non-monetary reasons. So
but
that's sad.
Wonderful.
That's the only reason you're keeping them. So.
But I think the issue is, at the end of the day, we do have women that abuse it, and so it's in your face. The abuse is in your face. So now you scoop everybody up together, you know. But as a person who, even though she was in a marriage, and then most of her parenting has been as a single parent, every dollar counts. You want your kids to be, don't want your kids looking out at other people's family like, oh man, I couldn't go to this trip, or I couldn't buy these shoes. It's hard enough being a kid, but then you go in the shoes with some off-brand or holes in your sneakers because you can't wear the right shoes. Why? Because my dad is building a life somewhere else, because that's how it's going to translate regardless if it's happening or not. We got to think about the kids. And pick your partner wisely.
And before we move on, guys, I just want to say one thing. When he came down there, baby, I'm gonna buy my baby some shoes. She looked at him like this.
She probably had her hand up. I wish you would.
Hey, I wish you would take some money up out this house.
That's tough.
But on to the meat and the potatoes of the show, guys. We put it to a poll in the Good Guy Experience social group. If you're not a part of that Good Guy Experience social group, what's wrong with you? Shame, shame, shame. Go and join today. And in that poll, we had subjects, and you guys voted on, are these hoes winning? So that presents the topic. When women are showing off your body or talking about sex, they seem to become instant visual sensations. Where does this put the wholesome woman? And does this automatically put these hoes, for lack of a better terminology, as winning? How do we feel about it?
Can we define what a hoe is in this conversation?
Yeah, you gotta define it. You gotta define.
I just want to know. I just want to know.
Well, what is a hoe? And before we move on, I love it when Shantae says that hopefully you are 21 and up in this, not even 18, 21 and up while you're in here. So, Shantae, you're muted.
You're muted, boo.
Oh, yeah. Where do I start?
You gonna tell us what a hoe is, though?
So, from what I thought you guys were saying was just like, in general, females who I guess take advantage of, the situation. That's kind of how I was reading it.
Okay.
Like, I mean, now we know a hoe is somebody just get down.
Yeah, well, that's why I said, how are we defining it?
How are we,
it's gotta be defined.
I wanted to define it, because if we go in without proper communication.
Yeah. Because, I mean, who we talking about now? Like, are we talking about like all single ladies?
No,
listen, there's some married hoes now. Why?
Thank you.
Okay. I mean, we seem to be a little bit stagnant, so I'm just trying to push it along.
I don't know.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, we are talking about a woman who.
Well, why can't it be a man?
Or it could be a man.
Okay,
but yes. I like that. Yes, it could be a person. It could be a human that has assets of sorts. Assets of sorts. That
I'm already disqualified.
that use those assets, and assets can be physical, could be sexual, could be financial, whatever the case may be. In those categories, but they use those assets to their advantage in order to be kept.
Okay, well, I think
go ahead.
You need to add that they are very good with their representative.
Absolutely.
And manipulate.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
their representative could be Cootie. Their representative could be,
Yes.
I'm just saying, their representative could be like, this Nana is the illest of the illest. It's going to clap all day for you, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm
Correct.
just saying.
Absolutely.
They could be mentally manipulative and it sound like a hoe, but they have other intentions besides I'm going to love on you.
That mouth game
that
could
good?
be, that mouth game could be
So,
an asset.
let me take a stab. This is fun.
Come on, I'm just, look, before we
I'm
go
taking a
in,
stab
we need
at
to,
it.
I want to
All
make
right,
sure.
Tune in the comments. Whole definitions.
So I know for me, I'm thinking about
Mhm.
somebody who's very sexually liberal with their with themselves, and they and they go from person to person without a lot of emotional attachment and consideration for other people, and they just kind of slide to the left, slide to the right, slide to the middle.
Pick me.
Apologies, guys. I want to acknowledge what Facebook user
pick
said.
me on this comment. Please pick
They
me.
do what the wives and girlfriends don't do.
You gonna pick me?
Black
do
girl,
they?
black girl,
They
hey,
do?
hey, get them.
That's
what
where
are
the
the wives not
representative
doing?
comes
What are
in. They tell you they're gonna do what the wives and the girlfriend don't do, and then when they get you, they got you, and they dry you up, and then you wish you had stayed with the girlfriend or the wives. Thank you so much. Go ahead, y'all can move on.
So I mean,
Boom.
I think that they were talking about sexually though. The wife and the girlfriend might
So you're telling me every wife and every girlfriend doesn't do what they? Come on, now let's stop.
I mean,
That's a lot.
do they stay consistent? Do they stay
They
consistent?
don't, because once they get in there, they turn into exactly what you was running away
And
from.
I'm glad
Yeah,
we're on this. I'm glad
eventually,
we're on this
yeah.
point. I'm glad we're on this point because we're going to go to a video and we're going to see what this famous rapper says every man needs, and it's the hoes that are women. So if you would allow me to
Why
share
can't
my
it be
screen,
your wife and she has no tendencies
Hey,
for
hey,
you?
let's see.
hey, parental advisory, y'all. Parental advisory.
Lord, Father God.
One of the greatest MCs of all time. Yes, Face.
I love Face.
But we get the wrong woman. We want the beautiful church going, quiet, fucking watch your mouth ass type. We take home the mama. You staying out all night, fucking with everything else. I figured it out. Like, you got to get a fucking slut. Suck balls and suck dick and hold balls and lick fucking bottom part of your nuts. And I think home may be a poor choice of words. Let's just say you want a woman that's a fucking terrible freak. You almost regret knowing this bitch. Just fucking freak. Did you just suck my feet, hoe? Did you fucking give
I'm
my
sorry.
balls a blowjob?
Oh,
Lick around
boy.
my nuts and shit? I think that's what all men need. All men need a fucking freak. You need all three fucking hoes to be functional. Pop.
All right, so we kind of get the point of what
No.
he's saying. So look, hold on before you start, man. What he said, we need a terrible
Did
freak.
he
That's what I'm
say a terrible freak?
He
Did he
did.
say
saying.
that?
we need a terrible freak.
So
Oh
are we
my God.
saying that? Are we saying that your wife can't be a terrible freak? Because
Yeah,
here's
that's
the
right.
difference.
See,
Me
yeah.
as a woman, Shantae Royal, you let me know. I was raised that you're supposed to be all of that to your husband. Like,
Thank you.
go,
Thank
you're supposed to pray for them and be like, Lord Jesus, please
supposed
make
to be
sure
all
that
that.
Johnny gets
Supposed to
this
be all
job.
in one.
Right? Yep. Please make sure
Look.
Johnny gets this job. And then you're supposed to clean up, make sure everything is tight and you smell good. And then they come in and you're like, Johnny on the spot, let's do this. And all down into their book. That's what I was raised to believe.
A hoe is a person who use what they got to get that they want. Somebody been watching Players Club.
Yeah.
Right, but that's,
Blue, oh, you
that's,
much of
the,
a-
that's the mindset. That
As
is
much
the
of a
mindset.
Scarface fan as I am, I gotta slightly disagree
Thank
with my
you.
man here.
Thank
All
you.
right, so I don't know, like I never searched for no like quiet church girl to date. Well, one, if you grew up in church, you know that you know a little bit different about church. But I ain't gonna go there because I know I got people get offended. I got
Yeah, don't
gotta-
go there. But
let's
we
not-
know.
Let's
we
not
know.
pretend that church girl.
When you know, you know.
Let's not pretend that church girl means wholesome. But I ain't
No,
gonna.
look, I grew up in Catholic
I'm not
church.
gonna
It
harp
don't
on
mean
that.
that at all.
I gotta play devil's advocate because I think what he's saying is, as a man,
Come
come through and we look for the woman who is beautiful yet quiet. She doesn't express herself the way that a woman that is like that might express themselves. She's quiet. She's, and we look and we're drawn to that. And when she's not the freak that we want her to be behind closed doors, we want to go in and we want to explore more. I think that's what he's saying. So we are attracted to the wrong type of woman.
Right.
If I think that's
like
what he's
the
saying.
excitement, the adventure.
I'm a teacher, so
I agree with some of what he said, but what I'm gathering is that a man's not complete unless he have 3 different ones. Like, why you need 3 different bitches? All niggas don't need 3 different bitches. Like, and why can't? But if a woman were to have 3 men, she a hoe. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like that. I hate when that double standard.
Mm-hmm.
It really looks like, oh well, I want a nice church girl to take home to my mama, but I want to fuck the shit out of this hoe right here. But at the same time, I want to bring this classy girl with me when I go to some event. No, because when you get me, you get all 3 of them. I don't.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's what guys want.
There's a lot of females that are just looking for the ultimate.
I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you.
We want somebody.
I'm gonna pray for you, and I'm gonna pray that God give me the energy to make your toes curl and you moan and groan. It's just
that's why you got me, baby. That's why you got a BKBC in your life, because I can teach you to do the freak situation. Now everything
behind closed doors is different. We want what's behind closed doors.
And then why is it that we don't want that? Don't women want that too?
No, but see, listen.
Ro hasn't spoken. Everybody, Ro hasn't spoken.
Hold on, listen, y'all. Hoes are winning because they recognize this is a temporary. They ain't trying to get wifed up per se. They just trying to be kept. You listen. Men are captivated by sight. Okay.
Temporarily.
No. Well, until they get married and settle down, but in the beginning, initially, for a good little minute, after the initial, men are satisfied and stimulated by their eyes. So if you got some fat titties, and I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't mean to grab myself. If you got that, and if you had, sorry,
she said it's all right. So it's
all right. It's all right.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
If you stupid, if you have that, and if you have a nice ass and a pretty face, that's what gets you. Okay, before they even say anything, that initial stimulation, that visual is what gets you. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. With these females, the trend has been set, and that's why to this day, when we look at those Instagram models, come on, fellas, and I know I ain't the only one looking at them because I'm
looking.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I don't be seeing them.
I'm looking,
baby. Some of them are.
Well, they married. They're not.
They be on Instagram.
I'm married too.
They're not supposed to say that. They're not supposed to say that.
I am married too, and I am a heterosexual woman. But I respect and I give props to those that got it going on. I don't need to discriminate.
Well, that booty be fine. Them booty
they do. So what I'm saying is,
I just be seeing Bible verses on my feed. That's weird.
And it said, "To God be the glory." Her booty is big.
Amen.
Ty, this is for you.
But seriously, when you look at these women, they're the ones that's being kept. When you look at Instagram models don't do anything but post pictures and get paid well because of that. And then when they
look what y'all done started.
And then when they get with this dude, and then when they get with the dude is just giving them money, and if they get some extra stuff in the middle, then they're happy as well. They ain't trying to wife this. They ain't trying to wife no hoe. They trying to get what they can get, and the girl is good with it. That's why these little girls out here talking about, I'm gonna get in his pockets. Little girl, you ain't about 16 years old. That nigga ain't got no damn pockets. He got
ass is a hole. Stop playing.
Facts.
So
come on, y'all.
Hey, Ro, you preaching that deserves 3 twerks.
I do think, and I'm gonna say this, and some people don't like to hear this because it doesn't sound fair and doesn't sound right. But so there's a difference between men and women when it comes to the whole thing, right?
Okay.
So a woman's sexual value does expire before a man's at some point. So you could be a hoe as a woman and win for a little while, but But unfortunately, for women, there is a wall. There's a certain wall. You hit that wall, and your sexual value goes down. You know, so whereas a man, if a man's money's right, my money's right, and I'm old, I can get a young hot chick. But if you're a woman and you get you don't see older women who don't have money, who average money, average looks, getting like young hot men like that. Because it ain't fair. It's just nature, but there's a wall there. So you might win as a whole younger, you know, but you better have your money right and save your money. Because when you get older, that wall hit, you're not gonna win no more.
But what are they really winning?
They winning financially. They just trying.
Yeah, but is it long term? Because this is the thing. I see miserable hoes, and I see miserable people who are not hoes either. So what are they really winning? Maybe it just seems like they're winning up front. But after and I'm gonna use Tyrone's word, after their value has expired, and I'm not even talking about when you get older, when their value has expired, or the pussy's not worth it, or I notice you sucking my pockets dry, are they really winning? No, that's what I said. It's very short term, right? You know, women like to say, "Oh, them hoes are winning because they breaking up marriages and blah blah blah," but it's all very temporary.
Yeah, it's all a gilded cage. This society with the likes and clout that everybody gets, it's all kind of false. At the end of the day, people want, a lot of times people when they get older, they want to have a family, they want to have stability. And but while you're younger, sometimes people they play I don't need that, I don't want that, I don't want no man, I don't want no, you know, I don't need a girl. Like, so I was in the VA, I was at a doctor's appointment, and I was thinking about this. I was talking to this old dude. He was older than me. And we sitting there talking because the VA don't see you for hours and hours. They suck. The one in Charlotte sucks. I want to tell y'all that. But anyway, so me and him talking. He's talking about how he was a player, how he was killing them. He was young and he didn't want to settle down and never did. And I'm looking at him and he's in a wheelchair and he had nobody to help him, push him nowhere. And I'm seeing guys who's married, got wives. They helping him along. It was like a loving relationship. And he's this player. He was killing them, but he by himself. And he was looking pitiful, like pulling himself along. Like, hey, somebody in here help me. Just depending on the kindness of strangers.
Was not one hoe there to push him, huh?
So that hoe didn't win in the end. He was losing. He was losing because he was
winning at one point.
He was winning at one point.
But a lot of these women, can we say a lot of people, they do get financial gain. They play people, they play their pockets, and then they stack this money and everything like that, and they go on to the next one to build their own empire. I don't want to say names, but people that are very famous in the industry are infamous for that. They're popular because of that. They get on sex tapes and things like that with the right, and they get to the right one, and next thing you know, they're famous, and now they have empires, and now they have their own lifestyle that they can lead. I mean, so are they winning in that aspect?
Yeah, but then I also see they do all of that, and then when they finish, they want wife privileges. Then you kind of go downhill.
No, the only way you're gonna get wife privileges is if you get born again. Okay, I'm a born again. I'm a born again hoe. I can attest to this. Okay, listen,
go Royal.
I'm just trying to tell y'all, and anybody out there, they know me. I ain't got nothing to hide. Y'all know my story. I'm transformed. I ain't who I was.
Okay, well, school us, because I did not have the privilege. So.
Baby, I used to tell jokers I was pregnant when I was in high school, so I could get some abortion money and went and handle some other things. Baby,
I was not ready.
I wasn't ready. Can we get a take two? I was not.
I'm just saying. I mean,
my nose started running.
Don't.
Thank you for tuning into the Good Guy Experience. Only on the Good Guy Experience, guys. Only on the Good Guy Experience.
That's what I should be doing.
There are rewards to it.
Okay, so school me. I think I'm past the whole stage, but tell me, let me know what's going on. So then you told them you're pregnant. What else? That was just in high school. What'd you do in college?
Okay, so by the time I got to college, I had children. Okay, but
okay.
But
so you end up being pregnant one of them times. You wasn't running.
And I was married also. Okay.
Okay. All right, so that worked out. Gotcha.
So my point is, I did all that whole stuff early on. Mm-hmm. So that's why with these young girls, I get where they're coming from, but the game ain't the same. We on a whole other playing field.
These men ain't the same.
And right, and men are not the same. So you try and
wait a damn minute.
So you try to run that same. You try to run that same game.
What do you mean men ain't the same?
Clarify.
30 years ago.
Because back then,
we have been the same Sunday school attendant, hard working.
Men
we have always been.
We're gonna have to back up. I'm burning in here.
But the
we have been the same Sunday school attendant.
How are men different? Why do you say men are different?
Huh?
School the audience. How are men different?
So I can tell you from me.
Excuse me.
And Shantae, please chime in. Okay. So for me, back in the day, you could do that type of game and get away with it. And the guy be pissed, but he ain't gonna F you up or nothing like that. He just be pissed.
When did you grow up?
Baby.
You in New York? No. This is because somebody had a sister or a cousin. They was coming for you.
No.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is now that you're speaking on, that mentality is what is here now. Like if you try to play that same game, you're gonna get got. Somebody gonna get you, whether it's the dude or somebody in his family. They gonna get you because you sat there and lied. You can't play this game anymore. So that's why these young girls are coming. That's why I'm out the game. I ain't got time to be that creative. So what I'm saying is, like, these young girls are being very creative now, and now they're just basically exploiting themselves. And
a lot of them getting sent home with no plane tickets now too because they playing games.
Because they're playing games. Right.
A lot of them getting sent home with no plane. Well, how am I supposed to get home? And a lot of these, like I said on our last episode, I couldn't do it, but you got a lot of guys out here that don't mind sitting you out there with no place to go and stuff like that. So be careful who you're trying to.
So do you think maybe the stigma is if you're a good girl that you're not capable of being a freak? Maybe that's what it is. Like, why can't you find a good girl that would put both your balls in your mouth and hum?
I mean,
come on. Let's be
she's just putting my balls in her mouth, but not my homeboy's balls.
No, we're not doing everybody's balls.
Just my balls, not everybody's balls.
Everyone, and you shouldn't get to the back of the balls. Definitely should not go to the back of the balls with everybody. With a selective one, maybe few for some of y'all.
Without permission.
Yes, right? Like just like a guy should be in the middle of eating it and just flip you a little bit, like whoop whoop, gotcha. You know what I mean? But you don't do that to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand this. That's why I'm like, I wouldn't want. Yes, I'm putting myself out there. I'll go behind somebody's balls, but I want to do it to everybody.
Right.
There's a lot of hidden things you don't touch back there. You know what I mean? Like, you just,
money talks and bullshit won't.
That's one of the benefits of monogamy is you can be freaky and nasty and not worry about, it's been all over the place.
Like, why can't we go, baby? This is my fantasy word. Let's try it. Right? Like, watch a porn together or do something. Let's try that. Why do I have to be doing it with everybody?
We have to be realistic. Every woman does not feel that way. Some women are, they'll have sex and they'll have children or whatever, but they are very basic with it. They're very one, two.
That's a basic woman.
Exactly. So when a brother goes out there,
what do you mean by basic? What are we talking about?
Basic meaning, yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm gonna have your children because that's what I'm supposed to do. And then a man will go out and he'll want the woman that Brother Scarface was talking about, the ball licking, swishing around type of woman.
Question, like, why can't that?
Is she not teachable? Is she not coachable?
That's what I'm saying. Can't you teach her what to do?
Why can't she be that? That's what
she could be, but to Brother Johnson's point, all women don't want to be taught. Brother Johnson, they just don't want to be taught. They ain't tried. They don't want to experiment. Go ahead,
Wait, but you're a born again hoe. You're telling me that you don't do that for your husband?
I do. But what I'm saying is, I was a hoe and I embraced my hoism, and I keep it flowing in my monogamous marriage. but everybody did.
Isn't
Everybody, go ahead, Brother Johnson. Go ahead.
no. I was just piggybacking off you. I was just gonna say that everybody don't feel that way.
Well,
Everybody
every man is not like that either. So you just gotta find the right partner. What was it, Usher?
Yeah.
Or someone who said you
There
gotta
you go.
find a freak in the sheets.
Right. But we're playing to Brother Scarface's point. Me as men choose the wrong ones. We choose these beautiful women who look good and they're good to take home to mom. But then then they not the freak that we want. So that creates us to be like, man, shit.
But that's just part of
what I'm
dating.
hearing
Then
is y'all
find
are-
somebody compatible. People
Stop
want to-
picking them because they just cute and got a big
Y'all
ass.
need to tell y'all.
So men at home in the comments, would you rather have a beautiful woman that doesn't satisfy you sexually, or would you have an ogre that'll do everything you wanted to do?
No, why should I be an ogre?
No.
I'm just
Oh,
asking
wow.
a question. I'm not saying I'm just asking a question of would you rather?
So do you want an arm piece or do you want a freak in the streets?
That could go either way. Why can't it go either way? Why can't? Why does it have?
I mean, y'all never heard men that
I
just
think it can.
two
And
pumps, pump, and keep it going. Like I don't eat it. I don't do like it. It's not just women.
Oh, like them
There's
Jamaican
plenty of women
dudes.
out there that are not satisfied.
You know,
Okay,
eat the poom poom.
That's facts, baby. I'm
But
talking about.
Like you looking down, like what are you doing?
But men are willing to learn, right? But men are willing to learn, right?
We
No,
faking
not
it.
always. Not always. But then
Hold
why?
on, Shantae, what you say?
We faking it as a whole. I'm here to let y'all know.
Remember the
Been
percentage.
faking it as a whole.
66% of women.
Why fake it instead of being
That's
honest?
I'm
women's
just
fault.
saying we not all y'all not well.
Well, not
I'm
everyone's willing.
So, but the people out there in the dating pool, because I ain't in it, it's pissy. The people out there that's married and in the dating pool, like y'all not making these
They're
women
married. You know, they're married.
Oh, wait up. Hold.
They're not
Let's not
coming.
speak for everybody.
No,
So-
women
so
are
how-
not coming.
So how many men
Some
are being
women
kept? How many men hoes are being kept by a woman? Let's
many.
talk about that. How
Many.
many men hoes are being kept by women? Is that what's going on in the world too?
I think
There is. I gotta say, there
women
is
keep men more than men keep
a
women.
thing.
That's just me.
No, I think it's a thing.
there is a
Me too.
culture of men. Because I know a few who just go to women
I've known a
women
few.
and live with women and until they dump them, then they be homeless until they find another dumb woman and live.
Yes,
There
and
is
they
a
pop
subculture
hard.
of men
They
like
pop
that.
hard.
Yeah.
I know
some
a
men
few.
are just honest.
There's a few in every family. Let's come on there. That's somebody's got a brother, uncle who just lives with women, and
But there's women who do that too.
yeah, there's women who do that too.
We're gonna be together, so I'm moving in, right? Because I want to be with you all the time.
And
I'm
those
okay.
people are polar
Yeah.
opposites. The sorry men and women, they can't really because they ain't got shit, so they got to find somebody who's just like
That's a good
ions,
point. That's
they
a good
can't.
point. Two ain't shit people
They
usually don't get
floating
together.
around.
One of them is good.
Oh yeah, two ain't shit because they can smell the ain't shit. Oh no, we.
Yeah, oh no, you like me? Hell no.
The other way, it's like
What you
Well,
say?
they're
They
not
get
gonna
the two
try
ain't shit people
because
get together and scheme on the good one. Like, yo, I'm gonna get this one, you get the other one. They don't.
Ain't not
high
shit.
five
People
each
have
other.
to find somebody who's got something. It just that's how.
yeah.
Or
Okay,
something
well, the
you don't
question is, are the hoes really winning? Are they winning?
Yeah.
Long term,
Yeah,
no.
too.
I'ma
I
say
think
long
short term,
no.
You
yes.
gotta go to work. You ain't gotta pay your own bills. You can
Short term, yeah.
I could, as if you have a big booty, you could back up that booty and baby, I'm sorry, clap it a little bit. You in there for a couple months now. You in there for a couple months.
It's,
No, you
it's
don't
a,
even
it's,
really have to
it's a
have
weak
morals. You don't even
existence,
really have to
though.
have morals or even a conversation anymore.
Morals not included.
You don't
Not
even have to have a
included.
conversation. Hey, what's your name? You just make it clap twice. Clap, clap. Oh, I understand.
You don't even have to talk long. You can start talking and notice there's no conversation. Just suck a dick. You in there? You in
That's it.
Keep your
And
mouth
then
full.
You say
Keep your mouth full.
just jump right to it, huh? Just get right to it.
You can't talk with a dick in your mouth.
So,
If
so
you
if
do
I,
it right.
if I had to vote, I
If you
would
do
say
it right.
no. They're not winning overall because one, we're not talking about all the risks. You got the STD risk,
Come
the
on.
emotional consequence.
The
We have to say,
least
no matter
risk.
how hot girl summer you think you are, there's some emotional attachment, and you get screwed up the more people you're screwing. You know, even with guys too. The guys don't like to talk about it, but it's issues with that. So overall, I'm going to say no. You're not winning overall. I mean, it's like if I sell crack, I'm a win for I'm gonna win for a couple of weeks.
Nobody on the Good Guy Experience sells crack.
We are not crackheads. We don't condone that.
You're gonna make money if you're a drug dealer for a little while, but eventually the Fed's gonna kick in, and eventually when you hoeing around, that wall gonna kick in. Boom, then you're not winning no more.
Yeah.
You know, so you know.
I'm gonna be honest. Even if your answer was yes, they were winning, that's just not my lane.
So
I believe you should be all those things to the right person.
Yeah.
So
That's
I have 5 reasons that hoes are winning. So can we say
Come on, Jupiter.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Johnson. Let me hear
Break
this.
it down.
So reason number 1, and I want to hear everybody's thought. Reason number 1, hoes are winning is because hoes don't play games. Is that
That's a lie.
Yeah.
Well, we just talked about that. They can't play games because you're gonna get effed up you're gonna get effed up in the game if you play games now.
Well, I mean, so typically they know what they want. They come out and they let you know, and it is what it is. So can we say that that's a reason that they are winning?
I would.
So are we saying people who are not hoes are playing games? That's
I mean, you got to look at. I mean, when we look at the term playing games, you gotta go through the dating phase, and you gotta put on a fake frontal for everybody.
I thought was a game. I'm confused.
But so you ever watch Paternity Court? Them hoes playing games.
Exactly.
What you mean they don't play games? It's a whole TV show dedicated to hoes playing games.
That's the after effect, not the hoe to get them. I mean, that's the after effect.
They're playing the game to get
but
to
what
the
about
after
the
effect.
people who see a guy who either doesn't have kids or has a lot of money and goes, "Oh, I'm gonna have his baby." That's a game. That's a hoe.
Yeah, that's
a hoe playing games.
Them hoes play serious games.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's go to number 2. Let's go to
we say reason number 1 is debunked. Okay. So this is all from narrowlane.com. That's reason number 1.
Well, they need to go back to number 1. Number 2. Go.
Number 2. Hoes stroke egos.
Yes.
And they do.
Yes, and they're so good at it. I need
Hercules.
Hoes stroke everything. That's
their superpower.
They stroke it all. Man.
I mean, I think that
Why
they
are we
do.
feeding our egos? Why are we feeding our egos?
Because that's how men like that. They feel like a king. She need me.
Why your one man can't feed your ego? Seems like
wait. We just talking about the hoes. We just talking about the hoes right now.
So Shantae, you're saying if you've been in a relationship for 10 years or whatever, you might have an off month or something like that, and the brother, somebody else might step in. Hey, you're looking real good today, handsome. Like,
one off month, and you go into the hoes, we got a bigger problem.
okay, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's
go straight to the hoes.
I mean, I'm exaggerating, but I'm just saying.
30 days.
I didn't say he went to the hoes. I'm just
That's
saying.
a great question, but honestly, I can't answer that because I haven't been in a relationship in 10 years. So you asking the wrong one, baby, because I'm a serial single person right here.
Wait. By choice. Say it again, girl.
By choice.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I have learned some new words today. Serial single, born again hoe. I mean, I have. Today has been.
It's like the reading rainbow for adults.
Don't make me go get my DMX reading rainbow.
Yeah.
It's like an urban dictionary haven.
What's number 3? So we
What's
agree
number
with
3?
number 2.
Yeah. What's number 3?
What's number 3?
Oh, Lord have mercy, Latricia. Lord have mercy. That's both ways. Going back to the earlier comment, they using what they got to get what they want. Okay, all right.
But they can't keep it most times. But anyway,
God made man in his image. God needs to hear praises, and so do we. That's
very good. All right, Shalaka.
Hey,
Shalaka.
Hey, look, before we move on to the next one, I gotta I gotta do this for that one, man. I mean, that was
Shalaka.
Awesome. Hey, that was awesome. We appreciate that, Mr. Shalaka. I can't even find my daggone meme, so I guess
you better find it. We'll wait.
All right. So all right, next one, moving on. Hoes are fun. So
they are.
Even as a friend, a hoe is fun.
Absolutely.
They are.
Hoes are fun.
So is heroin when you use it the first time, but yeah. It feels great. You be hot.
That's it. That helps your life up.
A lot of mercy. I just said as a friend.
Fun until you from your ego.
You start knocking on your door late at night when you.
Right, Shantae. Right.
I'm just saying we got bigger problems here, guys. So
okay, so that was number 4.
That was number 3. Hoes are fun.
Oh, okay. 3. Okay. What about number 4?
Hoes are available.
At any time.
They're not committed to nobody.
Anytime. Hey, so look, we thank you, narrowline.com, because these things are, I mean, these are,
It's true.
Those are available.
So what, y'all want to call the good girl at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning? Like, what
She was asleep. You better leave. She
go to work the next
day. If she
will answer that phone and laugh, you can hear it in her voice. Hello. You know, what you doing? None. She can be dead asleep. She will answer that phone for you. Am I lying?
Every time.
No, but that's the problem, though. She's available. Hoes be available, not just for you.
Okay. You ain't lying.
Whoever call.
And when you call, I'm gonna be wide awake. Even if I was asleep. When you call, brother Johnson, you call me and you say, hey,
get a text after 11
hey, Royal, you sleep. I'm like,
no.
And matter of fact, the door is unlocked. Come on through.
I'm waiting on
I get a text after 11 o'clock or a call after 11 o'clock, as soon as the text come, I'm going to the bathroom. Like, oh,
you already know what it is.
I'm not even. I'm waiting for you to,
that's what I'm talking about. See, that's
I'm
what
in the bathroom. Like,
that's agree. That's 3 twerks right there. Boom, boom, boom.
that's what I'm too. I'm either smelling good and ready to go, and then you back out and you don't tell me to come over. But I'm getting ready the whole time. Like, hey,
Tyrone, why you keep talking about drugs?
Hey, so I'm gonna answer that question. I keep talking about drugs because hoes are like drugs. Hoes are the human equivalent to drugs.
That's
drugs.
I would
agree. Feel good at first. But
even if they are committed, even if they are committed, they make time. Exactly.
Ma'am, and all the ma'ams, if you get a text after 11 from a dude, please just get out the bed and start getting ready, because that's what it needs to be. That's
don't unlock the door. Have it ready.
Go to bed ready.
The door. Well, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm like, oh shoot, let's go.
And a brother definitely ain't calling after 11 for no boring ass conversation. So that's where that's how you end up as the one that Scarface talking about you don't want. You gotta be
right.
But I've experienced that with men. Hey, how you doing? I'm ready. I'm getting ready, and it just I'm like, nah, oh Lord, just Lord,
say
no. Failure to launch. Failure to launch. All right, what's number 5? Sorry, what's number 5?
And number 5. Okay, well, this one. I should have said this one first because it's not. But hoes aren't complicated. I mean,
no, you already know what they want. You already know what they're about.
So your wife is complicated and your girlfriend?
I'm like
I don't believe that. Like this. And I'm not talking about my marriage. I'm just saying, I mean, but you got to look at it. Sometimes
in general though, but that's
things can be complicated. Things can be so sometimes you might have to come and you got to hear about bills. You got to hear about stresses of the day. A hoe ain't gonna come with that. A hoe ain't gonna ask you about the bills and your water bill or your electric bill. They can be like, hey, look, where we going?
She want to knock that stress off of you.
Yeah, she there for that reason. But
why do you sound like prostitutes? I'm so confused.
Well, it is what it is. Thank you.
Hey, but when that side baby hit, that's complication, brother.
Now that's a problem, Tyrone. See, that's why the brother got to be careful. But I mean, but hoes, they aren't.
But that goes back to the game, to the hoes and games. Sometimes
you can never tell your girl.
Get your side baby.
I don't know.
You said so you can't tell your girl what?
You can't never tell your girl, baby. I just want to. Let's just go. Shh, don't. And she won't shh and let you.
Well, yeah, but that same problem is gonna be there tomorrow. The hoe you ain't never got to really bring that up to.
But the problem is still there. Just not.
Yeah, but you go off and you get a relief. You get momentary release from
like an escape.
I'm speaking from my old host date. Everybody had them. Everybody
did. Thank you.
I mean, I'm speaking of the old KJ I used to be. So when you're with somebody and you're stressed and you're complicated and you hit a blah 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 blah, you're like, man, look, I got to roll. And you go over to the side chick. You don't hear none of that. Hey, baby, you want something to eat? Oh, I definitely would like something to eat.
Yeah,
and there are a lot of hoes who know how to cook. Sorry,
and they know how to cook. They sure do.
Let me take that stress off your mind. Here, come over here. Oh, well, I definitely would come over there. What you got planned for me? Well, let me show you. And that's how it starts. And that's when the hoes start to win. And then
it expires though. Like the sneaky side chick thing. It expires. Eventually, like a man and a woman. Eventually, you're going to develop your own set of problems with the side chick. She gonna catch feelings. She gonna want to. Eventually, it's never that.
I agree, Facebook
the whole time. Eventually, she gonna want to be the main chick, and she gonna wonder why you stay with the other one. And
now you do have that problem. Eventually, they gonna want to get in the side in the driver's seat.
She introduced you to her representative.
And the problem starts when you don't let them disrespect your main woman. They start getting a little bit too big for their britches. I don't know why you with her anyway. Shut your mouth.
That's why when dudes fall for that, she gives me peace shit. That's gonna expire. You don't know the game yet.
But also, when you met your wife, you had that same, and then you're telling me you committed to her and it expired. What's gonna be the difference with the hoe? She's not gonna be like, you could.
Well, you don't plan on marrying the hoe.
You don't plan on marrying her.
She plan on getting something more if she's in there for a while.
That's when you come up with the woman like Tyrone is talking about, the one that's trying to get revenge. She's mad. Oh, I thought I was gonna take him away from. It happened. I thought I was gonna take him away from his wife, and I couldn't. And now they're bitter. They're angry, and they weren't.
And
really
they're telling your wife, "I've been sucking your man's dick for the last 3 months."
So the moral of the story is stay away from the side chicks.
Stay away.
She's on the side for a reason.
It never ends well, bro. I've seen it. I live with other people's mistakes, especially like when I was in the military. I've seen so many side chicks start off so cool, and dudes go, "Oh, I got this cool side chick. She don't care." And before you know it, she texting your wife pictures of you sleeping in the bed.
What? Wait, and the other thing too is, I think with some men, they go, "Oh, this is the side chick," and they have so much fun. Then they commit to her, and she's like, "And now, here's the real me. Hello," So
relationships evolve, man. That's just how it goes. You can't really avoid that.
Ain't nothing wrong with commitment, but I think as a woman, and I think Shantae, you co-signing with me, you should be able to be all those things.
I agree.
I agree too, but a lot of women don't see things like y'all.
I'm so sorry. We should have a class.
A lot of women aren't free like you guys are.
ABC in their lives, because it sounds like to me y'all missing a lot of intimacy. Y'all got communication issues. Y'all not freaky enough in the bedroom. You need a consultant in your life.
I mean, but think about it. Foreplay starts before you get into the bedroom, and some of those relationships are so stressful that by the time you get to bed, the cootie's dry. It's dry. You're not in the mood.
Well, you talk about relationships more than sex, so but it's a little bit deeper when you get into those conversations. So, but
and a hoe should never turn into a side chick. No way. A hoe knows her place. When a hoe forgets her role and becomes a side chick, that's when y'all get what you're talking about.
You're right.
She don't forget who she was.
You forgot your place, hoe.
Royal, I got a question for you. I got.
Oh, we got 2 minutes. Get it.
You used to pimp hoes.
Shut your mouth.
You sound like you know. You
know what she's talking about.
She's so good. I feel like we need to have another conversation. I need a refresher.
So look,
no
Facebook user,
I do mad at you.
I do agree with
you. Had them on the stroll.
I do agree with Facebook user, and we're gonna have to do a part 2 to this one. This one was a lot of fun. We had comments coming in. Thank you for everybody that tuned in to us tonight on the Good Guy Experience. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us. We definitely appreciate you. Please make sure that you tell your friends about us on YouTube. Make sure that you tell them about us on TikTok. We are on Instagram, and we are right here on the Facebook social group page. Please tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come in and join us Wednesdays at 9 p.m. So. Guys, do you have final thoughts in this last minute before we get up out of here? Anybody with final thoughts?
Get you a woman that could do both.
Man, leave them hoes alone.
Oh wait, wrap up. I'm sorry, we talk about all the stuff. Rap. STDs are real. Wrap it up.
I'm out them streets. I ain't rapping.
Get y'all a consultant in your lives. I got that. You need that.
And get on your and tell them to get on your bingo too. Tell them to get on your bingo.
Oh yeah, we having Team Sweet Savages having naughty bingos. I'm gonna let y'all know about the next date. I'm gonna be in Atlanta next week for convention, but I got y'all when I get back with some new products.
Oh yeah.
And guys, thank you so much once again. We have been the Good Guy Experience, where the experience is always good, guys. Thank you. Have a great night.